Hi, I'm Nancy Jutton, and I'm so glad you found your way to this page. You know, it was about a year ago that three women in my life had their paths crossed by black cats, and it gave me a really huge wake up call. One was 62, went to the hospital and died. Another was served divorce papers by surprise after 32 years of marriage. And the other was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma and went into an entirely new trajectory of her life, trying to save her life. You know, it used to be that these things were happening to other people, but all of a sudden they were happening to people just like me, people that I loved. And I realized all in that moment that I could be next. And so what did I do? I had a conversation with my husband, who happens to be a certified financial planner professional, and I said, I want to be on the same page with you with regard to everything that's required to run our household, our investments, and everything else. Because if something happens to you, I want to be able to advocate for you. And God forbid something dire happens to you, I want to have the power, access, and control to drive my life forward. So we realized that it was like a blind spot for both of us. He, a financial planner, was helping people make the most of their money in their lives, but was perhaps not addressing this important issue with clients as to whether or not they had power, access, and control of everything they needed to drive. And in our own family, making sure that both of us had what it took to take care of business when business needs to tend to. And so we put our heads together and decided to actually take a road trip, a virtual road trip, where we'd spend a day, a rainy day in Seattle, getting this done. And by the end of the day, we knew so much more about our life than we did before. I felt so much more powerful and in control of what might need to happen if that was required. And we started having important conversations that had been perhaps delayed for many, many years. And I thought to myself, this is really transformational, getting your life together. There's so much about tidying up and getting organized and putting things in place. Do I decide to keep it? Do I delegate? Do I donate? Do I ditch it? But do we really talk about what it means to have control over the rest of your life? So we decided to create an experience for clients around the world where they could have that experience with us. And we created the Life Goes On roadmap, which you can read about while you're here on this page. And in that intervening year, hundreds of families have taken this trip with us as their guide to actually get this done as we've made it fun. And in addition, licensees, financial advisors, real estate professionals, estate planning attorneys, and others have decided to license the system for their own use to share with their clients. Together, the rising tide is lifting all the boats, and we are empowering families across the country and now in Canada to get their act together while they still can before home burglary, natural disaster, or any of the 4Ds: disability, diagnosis, disease, divorce. Oh, that's 4. And the 5th one, death. None of this stuff is easy to talk about, but believe me, it's a whole lot easier to talk about it before crisis hits than to be in the midst of it and not be able to find what you need to unlock the keys to your life. So I'm so glad you found this page. We are on a mission to change lives in a very empowering way, one life goes on roadmap at a time. And it would be our pleasure to guide you through this experience so that you can hold the keys to the rest of your life and have that power, access, control, and confidence that you can do anything if need be, and that you'll be in the driver's seat regardless. So thanks for finding us here. We look forward to guiding you the rest of the way. We've transformed getting organized into a game you can win instead of a chore to put off later. And I challenge you to get on board, keep your hands and arms inside the bus while the bus is in motion, and let's get this done as we make it fun. I'm Nancy Jutton, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you.